So, today we're talking about a brand new player jump into the game in Dallas. It's an app called Rydebnb, and it's making a pretty bold promise to be the only app you need for, well, for almost everything.
Think about it for a second. How many different apps are on your phone right now? You've got one for grabbing a ride, probably another for booking a place to stay. What if you could just mash all of that together? And what if that same app was also a way for you to make money?
Well, that's exactly the big idea behind Rydebnb. They're getting ready to launch in Dallas, Texas, and their whole pitch is to be that single go-to platform for how you get around, where you crash for the night, and even how you can earn a living.
All right, so let's get into it. What is Rydebnb, really? And what makes them think they can take on the giants that we already use every single day?
Okay, so at its core, Rydebnb is being sold as this one-stop shop on your phone for rides and places to stay. Their tagline is the new way to travel, stay, and live. I mean, that's a pretty ambitious slogan, right? It covers a lot of ground. And this is really the heart of it, their mantra: one app, one platform. The whole idea, their entire reason for being, is to get you to ditch juggling multiple apps and just use theirs. It's all about making things simple.
So what does this actually look like for you, the user? You just need a ride, or you need to find a place for the weekend. Let's break down how it's supposed to work.
What they're really pushing here is just how easy it's all meant to be. They want to get rid of that whole song and dance of scrolling through your phone, trying to figure out which app to open for what. Need a car? Need a room? They want the answer to always be Rydebnb.
And you can see here, they're not just thinking small. Yeah, you can get a quick ride or a simple room, but they're also making a play for the high end with luxury homes. That feels like a really strategic move, especially launching in a city like Dallas that has this big luxury movement.
Okay, but the platform isn't just for people spending money. A huge piece of the puzzle is for people who want to make money. And this is where they're dropping their most disruptive and honestly most interesting feature, a zero-fee model.
The message to property owners is incredibly direct. Got a spare room, an apartment that's empty, a whole house? They're saying, come on in. You can list it with us and become a part of this thing.
And right here, this is the magic number. This is their killer feature for hosts: 0. That's how much they say it costs to list your property. In an industry where platforms are known for taking a pretty hefty cut, coming out of the gate with 0 listing fees, that is a huge deal.
You see how this all connects, right? When you take away the fees, you take away one of the biggest hurdles. It allows them to make this promise that you can start earning instantly. It's all about making it as easy as possible to get started.
Now, moving beyond just the tech and the features of the app, there's something else going on, a really specific right now kind of opportunity for people who are actually in the Dallas area. That's right, they are actively on the hunt for their very first brand ambassadors in North Texas. This is such a classic smart launch strategy. You build that local hype and create a real community around your brand before you even flip the switch.
And they're not just looking for anyone. Check out the words they're using: passionate, stylish, someone who loves to connect. This tells you they're trying to build a brand that's more than just a tool. They're going for a whole lifestyle vibe.
So you put all of this together, you've got the all-in-one app, you have this zero-fee model for the hosts, and this really targeted local marketing push. What does it all add up to? What's the big picture here?
And that, of course, leaves us with the big question. Rydebnb is making a huge bet that convenience and a better deal for hosts is going to be enough to carve out a space in a super crowded market. But really, is the zero-fee model going to last long-term? Is this super app idea the actual future of the gig economy? Or is it just going to be another name that struggles to pull people away from the apps they already know and trust? I guess we'll have to wait and see.